Women are often some of the most complicated subjects to understand, according to many men. However, it's not as complex as it might seem. You see, everyone naturally believes that they're the same, and if they like someone in a way, the other person would automatically share the same signs. Unfortunately, women see things completely differently. Instead of directly telling or even expressing the way they feel, they're far more likely to choose a passive-aggressive way of showing their affection. Men often miss these signs, but today, Forgers, this all changes, and instead of having to deal with a plethora of passive aggression, you'll be able to notice how she acts if she wants you to approach.
Fearless Forge.
Number 1. Showing affection in public or marking the territory. If you find yourself on a date, you'll generally see that women don't necessarily want to be affectionate, especially during the first few encounters. Now, this can easily rattle or shake up some men who won't understand where things are heading. One of the most fascinating ways women often show they like you is by marking the territory in public. This means that you're bound to see endless affection like touching and even just occupying the space around you. This is one of the most powerful signs that she's into you. Number 2. Praising you in public. Once the natural affection is no longer as pronounced, she'll be a little more comfortable with you and around you. What you'll notice next is something that very few men actually pick up on, and it's so powerful if you consider the psychology that often leads to it. You see, humans are quite unique in the sense that everyone is kinda selfish. This means that you'll rarely, if ever, get praise from others. However, a woman who likes you is more than likely to heap some praise on you in front of others. This is not only to show you that she's interested, but also to ensure that others realize you are a person of status and value. This is one of the most powerful signs that women often give men to show them that they're interested. Number 3. Persistently checking up on you. Have you ever felt like someone's looking out for you and genuinely trying to make sure you're fine? Well, this is one of the most unique ways in which women show that they like you. You see, women are naturally born to be nurturers, and the moment they care for someone, it's natural to want to nurture and protect them. The great thing about this is that she's now seeing you as the kind of person she likes and wants to protect. This directly translates into her wanting you to make the move. Keep in mind that the moment you become friend-zoned, women will tell you how much they care for you, but when push comes to shove, you're on your own. So the moment you realize a woman tries to protect and nurture you, you can be pretty sure she's hoping to escalate the relationship. Number 4. Increased response times. The modern world is filled with people rushing to get something or do something. Nowadays, no one has time to focus on texting and answering every call. However, the age-old adage that if you like someone, you'll make time for them holds true. You see, a woman who likes you will leave everything behind just to be with or to spend time with you. This means that she'll quickly respond when you send a text, and she's more than likely to answer your calls. Now, you have to keep in mind that she might still seem unresponsive, especially if she's busy, but since you become the priority the moment she has time available, it should be one of the clearest signs of attraction. Number 5. Focusing on who you are personally. Aside from your friends and family, it's very rare for people to actually care about you. You see, the world is living in a bubble where everyone believes others are out to get them, when in fact, no one actually cares about you. Women rarely focus on caring for how you are and your feelings. Even though they tell you that it's important, they don't actually care. However, the moment she falls in love with you, her care for these personal things will increase exponentially. The difference between someone who cares and someone who's curious is in how the questions are asked. You see, a woman who likes you will have background knowledge, which automatically means the questions tend to be far more personal and focused. The moment she starts pinpointing these personal things and situations, you've ultimately won her over and she truly cares for you. Number 6. Always checking her appearance. They say good is as good as a holiday. However, women don't necessarily always change when they're facing emotional turmoil. Every so often, she might find a guy she likes, and the internal insecurity could push her to step up her game. What you often find is that women will naturally want to improve themselves to match the desire she has for you. So you could notice her changing her appearance and occasionally ask you if you notice any difference, or even hope that you'll naturally notice this change in her appearance. Unfortunately, not everyone is in the position to have such a makeover, and this could lead to a woman becoming extremely self-conscious. What you will notice is that whenever the two of you are on a date, she might naturally want to always check herself and try to make sure that everything is in perfect order. But the main reason why this indicates her attraction towards you stems from the modern-day world where women can have access to any man at the touch of a button. This reduces her need to actually ensure that she's looking her best, but the moment she likes you, she'll naturally want to show you her best side. This could also be due to her fear of being judged. Number 7, invites you out. By now, every forger should understand that men are the leaders and women love to be led. You see, a woman loves it when a man has everything planned and she can simply just tag along for the ride. Women would rarely be the first person to make a move, but if she likes you, things will change. You'll notice that after a couple of dates or some bonding, she'll expect you to continue setting up and planning these dates. The moment you stop, a woman truly reveals who she is, and this will be the time when she's the one who starts planning dates. Since women don't need to ever do this, the moment you see this, it's one of the best green flags for attraction you can ever think of. Number 8, invites you to meet the people she trusts. Once again, the natural ebb and flow of a relationship suggests that men invite women into their social circle. In fact, you've probably noticed that she wants to meet your friends and your parents without even mentioning anything about you meeting her friends and family. The reason for this is that women often fear judgment from those around them, and if you become the person her friends don't like, she'll be in an extremely uncomfortable situation. This means that introducing you is always a risk for her, so women avoid it. However, at some point, she'll change and believe that you're the person she likes, and she'll want her friends and family to actually meet you and spend some time with you. This is one of the most important moments for any relationship to hopefully progress in some direction. The upside for you is that she's willing to take the risk and see if you're the one she might find comfort in and who is liked by her closest friends or family. Make sure to try your level best to be yourself and to show that you're a man of value. This will give her even more confidence in you. Number 9, she wants to know where things are going. So you've been seeing a woman for a while and she's shown most of the above mentioned signs. However, the next step is one of the most crucial, and if this happens, you can basically do whatever you choose. What you'll notice is that she'll start asking you questions about the current state of the relationship. Now, this might not directly be where it's going, but it could be things like if you want to take it slow or if you want to move together at some point. In fact, it could be anything that might seem somewhat intrusive when you think about it. This means she's willing to settle and she just wants you to ask her out. Make sure that you don't falter at this hurdle or it might turn everything sour. Number 10, she mimics some of your traits. Have you ever seen two people who are madly in love and how they both begin to mimic each other? This can be things like vocabulary and even the way they do things. You see, women gravitate toward the guys who they feel are similar to them, and they'll automatically start doing everything either the same as you or as close as possible. What this should also signal is that she completely trusts you in this, and she actually wants you to notice that she trusts you. But this is also a subconscious reaction to the emotional feelings of liking someone, and this should be a clear indication of attraction. Bear in mind that women should always follow men. As passive-aggressive as many of these signs might sound, it's something you'll have to get used to. While it might be easy to spot these signs, you have to check out some of our other videos to see how you can make your move if you notice she does like you. Adding a Fearless Forge shirt to your collection will also make you stand out. Until next time.